People are sleeping, but I have to document this. Okay, let's be honest. I wanted to go on hiatus mainly because I didn't have anything new to say. Like, I didn't have anything new to share, okay? But I kind of, made a major pivot from doing the movie to just focusing on my music. And I've been really trying to figure out, like, how am I gonna, you know, actually stay in motion. The movie was just feeling like almost easier than just doing the music because I was like, there's like a clear plan. Like, I did a bunch of research to figure out how do you actually make this happen, and there was like clear steps you had to do, and I felt safe knowing that there was a plan. So with music, I was trying to like come up with some kind of plan, and I have recently stumbled on the concept of a mixtape. Okay, hear me out. I feel that like I technically know how to produce music, but I'm not good at it yet. And I was feeling kind of sad because I was like, dude, I'm gonna have to like make. I want to make a bunch of music to like kind of like figure myself out as an artist, but at the same time, like I want to release only good music, like the best stuff. But there's just kind of like this line between like making the art like absolutely perfect and it's just like a singular body of work versus just making art continuously and you don't like get super hung up on any parts of it and it's just continuous and you're just continuously making art and then it just kind of represents like a period of time, rather than like one massive project that you spent like so much effort on every little detail. And I was more of that kind of artist where I was just kind of anticipating like I would rather spend so much time on every single detail. But then I was like, actually, this is not gonna work for my goals. Like I actually want to release music. Like I want to be in motion. I want to like actually do things. And I was just kind of feeling like I was just struggling to understand myself as an artist because I wasn't making a lot of music. I feel like I needed to make a lot of music to be able to listen to it and then kind of come up with like a strategy of how to market the music, Because I was trying to figure out like how do I go about this and it's like you don't know until you make the music. Like what are you supposed to go off of? Like I don't think marketing is inherently creative. Like what works for one artist is not going to work necessarily for another because you need to have a creative approach to marketing. Like you can't just do it for everyone. That's why I was trying to watch videos on like music branding and stuff and I was like this is just not for me. Like I'm not a content machine. Like I'm just a girl. So I feel anyway, back to the mixtape. I don't really I feel like I was always confused about the mixtape. I wasn't really sure what it was. Like I just thought people just like sang over beats and then released it as like actual music. Like I thought the mixtape was low key just like another word for your first album, which is like a little more experimental than normal. It's not that. It's actually like you sing over like other people's beats. It's kind of like to represent your artistry when you don't have maybe that many resources or something. And I feel like I can pull that off really fast. Like if I can sing over other people's beats, like I could be pumping out like a lot of music because then I just have to focus on the lyrics and the singing, which are two things that I have spent years working on. Music production is a new skill for me. I have spent not that much time mastering it. I think with film composing, I'd say I'd spent like a few years on it, but I still don't feel like I've really mastered that either. I think with songwriting though and singing, like those are actually my strongest skills. Like those are things that I feel like you could pay me and I would be able to do it. Like I would be able to deliver, you know? I think for the film scoring, I think I also would be able to deliver, but I think I would just like actually I think I would be able to deliver because the best thing I do my best film scoring when I have a deadline. So maybe I'm pretty good at that too, but it's just a massive undertaking. So I think maybe more for like short films I feel like I can confidently deliver, but like for a feature film I would like really need to like be in the weeds for like I would need to spend a good amount of time to deliver. But anyway, my point is music production is a new skill for me and I think if I just get a mixtape out, like that would be so good. I could just get the mixtape out and then I can actually have something to like show people, like show people that I want to work with or and just something to like be like this is what I'm supposed to sound like. This is what I'm supposed to sound like. obviously I might not have the skills to achieve that. And I have to be realistic. Like, these other skills I've spent years developing. Like, I don't have years to develop myself as a music producer too. Like, I was just like, yes, I can do everything by myself, but it'll be slower and it'll be not as good, and that is okay. That's actually not the worst thing in the world, okay? But I want to move faster, and I think the mixtape helped me just get myself out there sooner. Like, the reason I've been so invested in this one song, like Cloudless, like when I first wrote the lyrics, was just because I felt when I wrote the lyrics itself, I felt like they really represented me as a musician. And then it just that itself was like enough to motivate me through production, trying to produce the song when I have always failed at trying to produce music, and managed to produce it into something that I actually thought was good. And like, obviously I don't think it's like the best production ever, but I think it suits the song, which is like all I really want at this point, you know, as a beginner, that it amplifies the meaning of the song and doesn't detract from it. But I think I'm kind of coming at a crossroads where it's like, I think I need more time to develop this skill, but I don't have more time to develop the skill because I just been spending like, I don't know, my whole life developing skills. Like, when are we gonna execute? You know what I mean? Like, I need to get out there, and I am finally at a point where I feel really confident with myself as a musician. Like, really, the most confident I've ever felt about my like songwriting skills and my singing skills. They're just absolutely nothing like they were a year ago. Actually, well, I don't know. Maybe my singing is not improved that much, but my songwriting skills for sure, and just my general understanding about who I am as an artist and how I want to go about that. And anyway, I do still want to like keep producing, but I don't want I want it to be like with other artists, you know? And I don't want to have to like do everything myself. It's like comforting to like have a team, you know, but I think, okay, don't get me wrong. We're not going to just start relying on other people to do things, okay? I'm still making the music my way, okay? And I'm still making my music. That's like really important to me. But I do want to make music with other people, and I would like to work with producers if they want to work with me. And yeah, just this is just, I think the mixtape is the right step because I know I can pump it out fast. Like, I know even if it's the wrong step, I didn't spend that much time on it to like start regretting it. But like, producing songs, I still am gonna do that. I'll probably put like the song I just produced on the mixtape and maybe another one if I'm feeling so inspired. But yeah, I just want this next year to be about music, but also about like being in motion. And I know that I have a tendency to like overthink things rather than do things, especially when I feel kind of paralyzed or unsure. Like, I just like the idea of just having a plan, and I'm just I just want to like make a bunch of art and then think about it, you know, rather than like overthinking it to begin with. But anyway, we're gonna make a mixtape. I feel like I don't know. Is the mixtape still supposed to have like a cohesive like story? I don't know about that. It's not supposed to necessarily, but I feel like maybe I need like a clear, this is what I'm about lyric wise in my mixtape. I can't just like, because I have a lot of different types of songs, just like, you know, like I type them up in Obsidian. Like, I have a lot of I have a lot of different songs, but not all of them are like fit on the same project. So okay, I have to figure this out, but it is exciting. I'll figure out like what beats I want to sing over, that I feel like I want to kind of represent myself as an artist and show that to other producers and musicians that I might want to work with, and with like friends, and just like a lot of artists I really respect have done mixtapes and started off that way. And I like the idea of it being like something that I can do quickly, and not have to get too hung up on every little step, because that will just kind of force me to move too slowly, and then I'm just worried I'll get stagnant and demotivated. Like there's definitely, like, I definitely do get demotivated at times. Like that definitely does just happen. I don't like I see myself getting demotivated, and I don't know what to do about it. But no, right now I'm feeling motivated because I'm like, here's an easy enough task that I can like actually do and I can deliver on. So that's why I'm like, let's do a mixtape. This seems like a good idea. I don't know if non-rappers really do mixtapes, but I'm gonna do one. And technically, like, I can make like an acoustic version of like these songs too with my guitar, so it probably won't even be that bad. Like I could still have those versions too, even though I'm using other people's beats for the mixtape. I don't really see myself as like a folk type of singer songwritery, like acoustic type. Like I can technically do it, but that's not where I want to go musically. I do think that that's great though, to be able to do that, but I don't, like, even though I have so much like focus on the lyrics, like I don't necessarily feel like I'm like a folk or a pop singer. Maybe a little bit pop, but I think I want to move more in like R&B and electronic music. Like that's just what I am more drawn to, and what I've been kind of always listening to growing up, and what I like really identify with. Like I was watching Instagram Reels earlier, and there was this one girl who like was just doing these like she was doing something that was kind of like a mix of R&B and electronic, and I was just immediately obsessed with it. Like immediately obsessed with it. I like immediately followed her. I don't usually follow people at all. I'm not gonna lie, when I'm like scrolling on short form media, but like something about her sound, I was like immediate follow. Like this is very good. And I just think that there's something about like that combination of genres that just really speaks to me. So that's why I'm like a little bit like, yeah, we can do the acoustic covers, but that's not necessarily the vibe I want to be known for, or like, because I just don't think it fully expresses me as an artist. I think they're cool, but they don't fully express me as an artist. Anyway, I I want to say that we're back on hiatus. When I'm back, hopefully I have a mixtape. Hopefully we're back on hiatus. Maybe I might just like change this model to be like, I'm gonna record whenever I get inspiration to do so. I just don't think that that's like reliable. I don't really like that, because sometimes like I don't feel like I have anything to say, and then I say something interesting and something that I'm like, oh, I'm glad I got that. I want to have that forever. I want to look back on that. So yeah, that is all. We're back on hiatus. Not necessarily for real this time. I'm not going to commit to for real this time, but we're back on hiatus. That's all.